This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Glitter and Lasers. Christmas edition, woo! And I went down a rabbit hole with the last video, so here we are. We're gonna watch these. Damn it, Anna, you got me. But yeah, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these little doodads that are just like facts, plus size holiday fashion, plus facts about various aspects of Christmas. I'm curious now. She got my attention. You win. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's gotten me to almost to 10K. I might be over 10K. I don't know. Don't quote me. Anyway, thank you for subscribing and all of that good stuff and commenting on videos. Look, I wish I could tell you that I had a cold or something and that's why I'm a complete basket case today, but I can't tell you that, so here we are. I did think it was, if you didn't watch the first video in the series, I thought it would be kind of interesting to go back and look at Anna's Christmas stuff, her old Christmas stuff, because I know there's at least, we're going to be doing this the whole video too. I know there's at least one other channel, I think it's called Lindsay, who is looking at old hauls of Anna's, so I think that's kind of cool. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be neat to go back over these things? Because someone also mentioned about the Target video, which we will get to, but not yet. So we are all the way back to 8 years ago, which would be what we just did, 2016. Nope. Here we go. So, boy, she started the holiday stuff early. Is this the bow wall she was talking about that she just left up? This is someone's door. No. You did not stick a bunch of shitty-ass bows on someone's fucking door and window and then left it there. No. Anyway. I'm going to have her sped up through these. None of these videos are very long, so we're going to do all of them in this video. So say your prayers now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is, I think, the first one. If not, we'll be going backwards. But this is from November 29th of 2016, today being December the 3rd of 2024. So yes, she looks different. This was 8 years ago. Anyway, she says, I share a plus-size holiday outfit inspired by Christmas presents. I also share Christmas facts around gift giving and holiday traditions. Stories are told with humor to make you laugh and tickle your funny bone. Anna is known for her cultural insensitivity, so this should be interesting. Anyway. Without further ado, let's jump into this.
Hey everybody, it's
Hi.
Christmas, and Christmas means that I get
I like this fabric on this, whatever she's wearing. I like the fabric. I would wear something with that on it.
a little bit kitschy. Actually, over-enthusiastic might be the proper word to use. I love sparkles, and this is a season of freaking sparkles everywhere. So this week I've decided to do something a little bit different than what I normally do. So instead of a regular lookbook, I'm going to be doing 5 mini vignettes.
If she seems like she's particularly animated, that's me, that's not her. But she is talking very fast in this video. I probably could get through it at normal speed, but we're not going to.
Each of them is going to talk about the history of Christmas. Because, yeah, I love Christmas and I can do what I want. It's my channel. Yeah.
I mean, if you get something wrong, though, I'm going to correct you.
Okay. So, let's start at the beginning. I'm going...
First, there was an atom, and it split into a million other atoms, and it was called the Big Bang. I have no idea, I'm making shit up.
To talk today about presents, because who doesn't love presents? And more importantly, let's start with Black Friday, which just passed.
Yeah, let's start with Black Friday.
Now, a lot of people think that Black Friday actually came from the fact that it's the day the retailers move from red into the black, or from not making money to being profitable. The truth is that is not where Black Friday comes from. It is all a marketing ploy. The reality is Black Friday actually came from fighting. See, in Philadelphia, they used
Why you gotta drag Philadelphia, man? Why?
To host the Army-Navy game, and people would get so aggressive and violent that they would storm into the
People got aggressive and violent in Philly over sports teams? No. The hell you say? You take that slander back right now. You know, the Eagles Stadium actually has a jail. This is what I've been told. I've never visited. But we apparently have a jail where you are taken if you are too rowdy. So figure that one out. But while you are down there, they have big screens so you can still watch the game because God forbid you leave the game.
city. They would steal from stores and basically destroy the town.
Okay, wait, back it up. What? What the fuck are you talking about?
People would get so aggressive and violent.
Ding, ding.
Red into the black, or from not making money to being profitable.
Okay.
The truth is that is not where Black Friday comes from. It is all a marketing ploy. The reality is Black Friday actually came from fighting. In Philadelphia, they used to host the Army-Navy game, and people would get so aggressive and violent that they would storm into the city, they would steal from stores, and basically destroy the town. So they started calling the day before the game Black Friday. Now, as things kind of progressed,
The Army-Navy game? Is that on Saturday? Look, my grandfather was Army, so we always watch the Army-Navy game because it's like a thing. And obviously, we rooted for the Army because we were Army people. But, nope. That can't be right. We're going to the wiki. And yes, the Wikipedia still cannot be sold. Black Friday has evolved in meaning and impact over the years. Initially, this is the Wikipedia, by the way. Initially referring to calamitous days, with a notable early instance being Black Friday in 1869 in the US. This financial crisis saw a dramatic plunge in gold prices, affecting investors. The term was later used in American retail, starting ambiguously in the 1950s, initially associated with workforce absence post-Friday. It was reinterpreted by Philadelphia police to describe the shopping-induced congestion. Attempts at rebranding by police to describe shopping-induced congestion. So we're still not talking about fights yet. We're talking about shopping. Attempts at rebranding Black Friday failed, and the term Black Friday solidified by the 1980s, referring to the pivotal point where realtors purposefully shifted from the loss in the red to profit in the black. This day marks the unofficial start of the Christmas shopping season. I see a mention of Philly, but it is describing shopping-induced congestion and doesn't have anything to do with the earliest known use of Black Friday to refer to the day after Thanksgiving occurred in the journal Factory Management and Maintenance for November 1951 and again in 1952. Here it referred to the practice of workers calling in sick the day after Thanksgiving in order to have a 4-day weekend. Well, now they just give you one. However, this does not appear to have caught on. Around the time the terms Black Friday and Black Saturday came to be used by the police in Philadelphia and Rochester to describe the crowds and traffic congestion accompanying the start of the Christmas shopping season. In 1961, the city and merchants of Philadelphia attempted to improve conditions, and a public relations expert recommended rebranding the days Black Friday and Big Friday and Big Saturday, but these terms were quickly forgotten because Philly does not care. So, I don't know what she's talking about. Apparently it did start in Philly, though. So, okay. Nope. Okay, the Army-Navy connection. The Army-Navy game played annually on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So, I was like, the Army-Navy game's not on Friday. There's like regular football on Thursday, Thanksgiving, and then like the Army-Navy game and college football on the weekends. Anyway. The Army-Navy game played annually on the Saturday after Thanksgiving was a significant factor in the development of Black Friday as a shopping event. The crowds that flooded into Philadelphia on the Black Friday before the game would often stay over to shop, contributing to the day's intense commercial activity. Okay, so I told you I'd fact check this shit. All right. Anna is wrong. Kinda. So it is, Black Friday is called Black Friday because it is from when shopping goes from black to red. That is the current terminology, current use of the word. It did originate in Philly because the police did not like the amount of congestion from shopping the day after Thanksgiving, and has been in use in at least Philly since 1961. It was used to describe the Friday after Thanksgiving as far back as what, the 1950s, I think it was. But that was discussing workers calling in sick on Friday so that they could have a 4-day weekend over the Thanksgiving weekend. So it's never been about the football game that occurs on Saturday, and has usually always been about getting the day off and going shopping. So unless you can send me a link proving me wrong, and that's fine. I will go to your link if you send it to me, because again, Wikipedia is not the end all be all. It can be wrong. So there's that. Remember back in the day when you just didn't trust Wikipedia? Like you could not trust it at all. And now here I am going, it's probably right. Anyway. Go on, Anna.
Black Friday is an ominous, terrible name for a day.
Yes.
So they reinvented it through a giant marketing campaign to say it was the day that marketers went from red to black.
I didn't see that anywhere. I saw that they tried to rebrand Black Friday as Big Friday, but not rebranding it as the day they went from black or from red to black. So I don't know where she's getting this from.
So basically Black Friday is a giant marketing ploy.
It's not. I mean, it's about shopping. Don't get me wrong. It's about shopping, but it's not a marketing ploy. The marketing ploy would have been if we now referred to it as Big Friday as opposed to Black Friday. Then she would be correct. That was a rebrand that did not take.
To cover up a dangerous brawling situation because people love football too much.
This timeout's not for my editor this time. First off, Philly loves its sports, okay? I will give you that much. The year the Eagles won the Super Bowl was the year we moved into the city, and they rioted, like turning over cars, setting shit on fire, pulling down light posts, like rioted because they won. So imagine what it's like when they lose. My point is, Philly loves sports, okay? So you don't have to work too hard to convince me that there was like fist fights in the streets over the Army-Navy game, because again, Army-Navy, these things they make themselves, right? So you don't have to work hard on that one, but the game's on Saturday. Not Friday. The reason that we call it Black Friday, apparently, according to the Wikipedia, again, send me links if I'm wrong, is because the police didn't like the congestion in the city where everybody would go out shopping the day after Thanksgiving. Again, the term has been used since the 60s here in Philly and has spread out from Philly since then. I remember when Black Friday wasn't that big of a deal. It was Black Friday, but you didn't go out shopping until like noon because you were sleeping in because you had the day off. But now it's like people line up around midnight the day before so that they can like beat each other into the stores. It's a whole thing. Black Friday has evolved, obviously, but it was never a marketing ploy. The marketing ploy was to shift the word big or the word black to big, because calling something black apparently makes it negative. So, all right, go on.
When we talk about presents as well, you might talk about, well, where did the whole present giving tradition come from? Well, many people know that actually came from the 3 wise men, right? The gifts that they brought for the birth of baby Jesus, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, fuck Frau Hulda.
Well, that is, yeah, where it started. But the
No, it's not. There are cultures that predate Christianity. I know you don't like hearing that, but there are.
actual tradition from today came from Victorian era times, where presents started to be given to family members. In Victorian times, you would take many different colors of strings and you would create a giant web in your sitting room, because
What the fuck is she talking about?
back then people had money to have sitting rooms.
Rich people had money to have sitting rooms. Like, okay.
And the day of Christmas, you would get a color, and you would untangle your thread with the rest of the family, trying to find your present, which would be attached at the end of that thread.
What the fuck is she talking about?
So it became a family activity, more or less about the activity than the present itself. As that evolved, presents became more of the family tradition, and the string game, which I think is freaking cool and think we should bring back, no longer exists. So that
I think I have a Victorian era parlor game book, and there is a game like this described in the book. It's a book about things to do with your guests when they come over. And Hangman's in there. So at one point, the Victorians, adult Victorians, enjoyed playing Hangman. So there you go. I'm not unfamiliar with what she's talking about. I just don't know why she thinks that's the origins of modern gifting. And I also don't understand why she thinks the concept of giving gifts during the holiday comes from the wise men, because there are many cultures, most of them having deeper ties to the concept of Christmas and Yule, that gift during this time of year. Because one of the ideas behind the gifting was, you're all trapped in a house together through the entirety of winter. It's probably a good idea to stay on everybody's good side so there's no fights, right? And one of the ways to do that is to give gifts to people to keep them occupied and to show goodwill. It's also like Yule comes from the Germanic tribes and that kind of thing, where like the concept of gifting is a very significant act. It can be done at any point during the year. So it's just, okay. Wow, you need a fact checker, Anna. Who the fuck did your research for you? 2016 by everybody.
That's some basic history of presents and Christmas.
No, they're not. They're not. These are not facts. No, please don't.
Now, I'm going to be leaving some other facts in the video as you watch, and I hope you enjoy my prison-inspired outfit.
I do like this dress. I mean, I like the dress. I am so glad she quit bleaching her hair like that. It looks like shit. Originally, presents were given to remind people of the gifts given to Jesus at his birth. No, they were not. Christianity rebranded it that way because they couldn't handle the fact that there was a pagan holiday that was more celebrated than any of their boring-ass holidays. But no. Christmas and Yule existed before Jesus. Well, we didn't call it Christmas then, but yeah, anyway. Frankincense was a perfume used in Jewish worship, a symbol the child would be worshipped. Y'all are going to have to inform me on that one. I don't know a lot about the Jewish traditions at all. So I know the celebration of lights occurs, Hanukkah occurs in this time. Again, don't you guys gift? Isn't gifting part of Hanukkah? Are the Jews giving gifts on Hanukkah in honor of the wise men giving gifts to Jesus? You know, the book that they don't even acknowledge? Jesus Christ. Correct me down in the comments, please. Gold was the gift of royalty, a prediction of the leader the child would be. Okay, so she's just... This is Christian propaganda. I am unamused. Oh, however, gift giving was a popular winter tradition well before the birth of Jesus. Oh, you don't say. So you've just spent the majority of this, like, you've spent 3 minutes and 22 seconds of this video saying that presents only exist because baby Jesus, and now you're gonna change your tune? No, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. During the pagan feast of Saturnalia, I said that wrong anyway. People would drink themselves to excess and give each other small presents. Yes, that's all that occurred during that religious holiday. Christmas was celebrated in December by early Christians to encourage the conversion of the pagan community. Huh. So it's almost as if, like, Christmas traditions don't come from Christianity. Huh. That would include gifting, by the way. So, wow, Anna. Jesus. American Puritans despised these pagan ties. They banned all gift giving and celebrations in their. I believe that. Puritans suck. Puritans are why the laws in America suck. I will die on that hill. Celebrating Christmas was illegal in the US until 1680, shortly after the tradition of gift giving was restored. It was? I know it was illegal in England for a short period, but that didn't take anyway because people were like, F you, I'm going to celebrate Christmas anyway. Snoops, was the celebration of Christmas illegal in the US until 1836? That's a completely different date. False! I'm not showing you the screen because I'm too lazy. The final weeks of every year see the, quote, War on Christmas return to television, panel debates. No, I'm not subscribing to your newsletter. Bringing dubious claims that modern American society has progressively marginalized and turned against public expression of Christianity. Yes, Christians are so oppressed here. At one time, in both America and English history, Christmas was indeed regarded as a pagan holiday, but it's not true to say that the festival was banned in the US until 1836. Okay, but when was it? The first was a law passed by the General Court in the Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1659, which reads as follows. Public notice. I'm going to read this normally, sorry. For the preventing of disorders arising in several places within this jurisdiction by reason of some still observing such festivals as were superstitiously kept in other communities to the great dishonor of God and offense of others. It is therefore ordered by this court and the authority thereof that whoever shall be found observing any such day as Christmas or the like, either by forbearing labor, feasting, or any other way. Don't sneeze. Upon any such account as aforesaid, every such person so offending shall pay for each such offense 5 shillings as a fine to the county, Massachusetts Bay Colony. So, yeah, we weren't even a country yet. Sorry, doing math in my head. Yeah, 1776. You can't ban a holiday in a country that doesn't exist yet. I can't believe it took me this long to figure that one out. Yeah, we were still part of Britain, technically. The second notice reads as follows. The observation of Christmas having been deemed sacrilege. The exchanging of gifts and greetings, dressed in fine clothing, feasting, and similar satanical practices are hereby forbidden with the offender liable to a fine of 5 shillings. So they're still just charging you. I mean, 5 shillings probably was a lot, because otherwise, why bother? But it's not technically illegal. Well, okay, forbidden. You got me on forbidden. But again, This statute passed in the Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1659. The province of the second notice is unclear. The earliest instance of it we could find was 1963 newspaper article that referred to the Atlantic Monthly magazines having published it as part of a subscription renewal advertisement, describing the notice as 1660 Massachusetts law. Despite the citation, it is not included in various online collections of Massachusetts colonial records, which by contrast do contain the first notice. So there is at least one notice. The original one that I read, the really, really wordy one, again, 5 shillings, but it was only like discouraged strongly in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. There were other colonies. Yeah. I'll try to remember to link this Snopes article. Y'all can go read it as much as you want. Okay, hang on. Yeah, in 1647, the English Parliament banned the celebration of Christmas altogether, along with Easter and Whit Sunday. I don't know what that is. Replacing them with a monthly day of rest. However, these crackdowns did not last long. When the English monarchy resumed under Charles II in 1660, ushering in a period known as the Restoration, laws passed during the preceding 18 years were struck down, and Christmas has been legal and enthusiastically celebrated ever since. So not only was it not illegal in the US, because the US didn't exist. Oh my God, this is worse. This is worse. This is worse than debunking pseudo-archaeology. This is pseudo-archaeology. That's what this is. This is pseudo-history and pseudo-archaeology. No, Anna, this is not true. Anyway, I'll link the Snopes article down below this video, and if I don't, remind me, and I will. Look, this video is 30 minutes long. Hang on, let's finish this. Hang on. Okay, Anna did say in the previous video that we're starting this series out on that she stuck a bunch of these bows on a wall and then left them there because they were so festive or something to that effect. This isn't a wall. This is someone's window. And you are not, you left this there? You stuck all of these damn bows on someone's window and left it there? I'm sure they were thrilled. I really wanted these videos to be kind of short and sweet. I wanted them to be quick. So we are at 30-ish, give or take, minutes. Once you cut all of my awkwardness out, my editor. You don't need to cut any of that out. Everyone knows you exist. Anyway, so my point is, I'm saying to the audience, I'm going to stop this video at 30 minutes. I was thinking I was going to do all 5 of these in one video, but that was before my jaw hit the floor. And I had to actually start doing fact checking. If this is what this is going to be, God, what's the Mayan connection? Holy crap on a cracker. Anyway, thank you for making it this far in the video. If you're enjoying this, let me know down in the comment section down below. You might as well stick a bow. I know there's a bow emoji. There's not a wreath, but there's a bow emoji. Go ahead and stick a bow down in the comment section down below. Again, if I've got something wrong and you've got a good link that'll take me someplace that I can verify, yeah, sure. Drop it in the comment section, or yeah, you can send it to me on Instagram. I promise I'll check my notes, since I told you guys. I'll check my DMs because I told you guys to do this. Those of you who are having conversations with me in my DMs, I'm sorry. I'm bad at DMs. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. My brain froze. My brain locked up. I'm sorry. I can't remember words. Anyway, Thank you, everybody, for subscribing. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button, my hitchhiker thumbs. And yeah, I will see everybody in the next one. Thoroughly confused. Bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.